Hello my friends. Today we will spend some minutes together in a beautiful day of winter, and it will be more a hiking video than a bushcraft activities video. But we will anyway we will see many panoramas, beautiful panoramas. We will walk and hike along the beautiful river, and maybe we will have a good tea when we reach the final point. I will use my hobo stove because in here is a national park and it's forbidden to start fires, for a reason that I don't fully agree, but anyway I have to obey them. And so let's enjoy this beautiful day together. When I say that I don't agree with the rules that forbid the open fire, it's not that I don't understand the reason of them, because we had many accidental fire, especially in summer, and it's a real pity in a panorama like this to go to waste for a stupid fire. But my reason to disagree are different. I think that we will sensibilize the people to the beauty of the nature and teach them to start fires, and not to forbid, but to teach, so they will learn the beauty of the nature, to stay in touch with it, and to enjoy, to love the environment around. And with the teaching it will follow also a respect, a love for the nature that will take people to not only to avoid accidental fires, but also to avoid to leave garbage and trash around in the nature. And also it will help in the case of emergency, because if you are used to start fires, as we all know, you will use them to survive in an emergency situation. And when you go in places out from the reach of men, like this one, where you don't have access to your mobile, you can't reach other people. Maybe you are alone like me, and it's important to know how to survive for at least 2 or 3 days in this environment, even with this cold winter. During the night we go below zero, and it's important to know how to start a fire and to use it to warm yourself, and eventually to boil some water and other stuff. Anyway, I don't agree with these laws, but I understand them and I respect them. Really love this trail. It's not steep, and you can walk and hike with pleasure along the river. And when you are tired, you find a good spot to hit something. Today I've taken with me Enzo Trapper knife. I like to switch between knives from time to time, and I have to tell you, it's a knife that I've made myself, the handle and the sheath in a leather. Even the fire steel I've made, as you have seen, in stabilized wood, and it came out pretty well, but for some reasons I'm not in love with this knife. It's working good, very well. It's made in a Elmax steel, which is a great steel, stainless steel, but nevertheless is really a good steel. Keep the edge really for a long time, and anyway, for some reason, maybe for the geometry, I'm not in love with this knife. Many years ago I was more fond of Scandi grinds, because they are better to split the wood and for other stuff. I will make a video in the future about different grinds and what I think about them. But lately I have to tell you that I prefer the flat grind, because I can use them for food preparation and for many other stuff, and you can eventually use them anyway to split the wood with no problem. They tend to stuck a bit more in the wood, but if you find the good logs, the right logs to split, you won't have any problem anyway. While this that I have on my side is you see, is a Scandi grind, really a good knife, as I said. But also the handle, you see, in stabilized wood. It's also really comfortable in the hand with this grip, because I've made the handle exactly for my hand, and so it's really comfortable. But as I said, I prefer a flat grind lately. This is the old dam that some of you have already seen in my videos. I really like this dam because it's something of the past for me. And it's a big view. You see, when I say that for food preparation is better the flat grind, because this is much more difficult. Unfortunately, I can't give my dog what I'm eating, because it's bad for him. Not good. would be good for me to feed my dog with the same food I eat. Often people try to accuse us YouTubers not to feed the dog, and I think they can't have a dog. They can't understand what's the love you have for a friend, because otherwise they won't say that stuff about not feeding the dog or having fun making him suffer. They really don't understand what they are saying. I can give it the bread, but not the sausage. To carve this knife is really good. The handle is good, and the candy is good, and even to carve hard wood like this is perfect. I prefer to use only the knife, not the same paper, for my spoons, because they become really smooth. This resin here is really good. See, this is fat wood. These pieces here are really perfect as a fire starter. For those of you that has asked me, this watch that you see in my last videos is a Garmin Phoenix 3. It's not the Phoenix 5, which is the last version, but it's a Phoenix 3, which is good for the outdoor. As you can see, you can in this moment you can see the distance, the elevation, my heart rate, and the time of the day. And also, just a moment, for example, you can see the hours of the sunset, and even the map, the trail that I've made. You can make viewpoints, and also you can see the direction, the right direction to get to the point. It's a good watch if someone of you is interested. I'm not taking anything from Garmin. I've bought this with my money. And anyway, it's a good watch for the outdoor. And if you prefer the Sunto, you can find the Sunto, I don't remember the name, which is similar to this. We don't have much time before the sunset, as you can see. And we have at least 1.5 hours to get to the car, so I better be quick. Even if I don't mind to walk with my headlamp. On the contrary, I like a bit of dark. Beautiful panorama, guys. The last moment of the day. My dog has seen a deer that is back down there. Or at least he's smelling it. This is the part of the day that I prefer. When you had a beautiful day in the open, and you are walking without any worries. And also I like very much the cold and of this season, because of this solitude that brings with it, that comes with it. I don't know why, but I always tend to remember these moments when I'm alone in the wood or in the open anyway, and nobody is around.